stand and deliver, that's when you know they have reached that pinnacle. They still keep on learning, but they still want to challenge themselves. So I'm so excited that Dorcas has decided to be a stand and deliver speaker today and deliver an 18-minute speech.
Oh my God.
You go, girl. Accepting you, Dorcas Jegede. Keep loving me.
How she goes. Okay. Have you ever wished that it was somebody else? Has it ever crossed your mind before? That you wish you were someone other than yourself? I have. When I was a little girl, I was so obsessed with being Indian. I wanted to be Indian. I would go in the bathroom when no one was watching, and we're gonna do the. I heard several knocks on the door, but I would refuse to open. My skin never changed. I was the same person. Not only that, I would change my name severally. Today, I will be Samir. Tomorrow, I will be Gishan. My younger ones, when they see me, I tell them, do not call me Ibiemi. Now you need to know the story about my name. My middle name is Dorcas, but my first name is Ibiemi. What does Ibiemi mean? A great birth. I think Margarita has asked me before. It means someone who was born great. Now when I was doing my humorous speech, I said something about my birth, which was really true. My dad had told my mother, let's go to the hospital. Let's go to the hospital. She refused. No, I'm okay. I don't want to go to the hospital. I don't want to go. I don't want to go. But then, before she knew it, I came out. Ooh. Yeah, I was born at the door while she was trying to get to the hospital. My dad carried me. My mom, there was confusion everywhere, and they tried to get me straight to the hospital. Maybe that's why I don't like the hospital. Then they gave me that beautiful name, Ibiemi, which means someone who was born to be great. Now, my middle name, which you all know me with, Dorcas, is not Nigerian. The first name is Nigerian, but it's not Nigerian. It's Greek.
Okay.
It was taken from the Bible, and it was given to a woman who had charitable deeds. She did that to widows, and after a while she passed on. But she was revived by an apostle. That was why my parents gave me that beautiful name, Dorcas. Now, imagine me leaving Ibiemi, leaving Dorcas, and choosing a name that I don't even know what it means. But when my younger ones call me Gushi or Sumit, I would ask them, excuse me, who has that name? Because I would have forgotten. Accepting who you are. Accepting the person, the skin in which you find yourself. You need to be positive about it. You were created like that for a purpose. It doesn't matter who you are now. It doesn't matter what you see now, because that does not define you. I am going to tell you about 5 things I want you to remember today. And the very first one is this. Watch the way you think. Because what you think is what you believe. What you believe is what you will say. And what you say is what you will get. You need to watch the way you think. I would always call my daughters and tell them this. Be mindful of what you take in here. You have 2 ways of receiving information. You could either get it through what you see or get it through what you hear. I always tell them, please be careful, Because whatever gets in here will determine what becomes of you. Could you believe it? Just 2 days ago, was that 2 days ago? My daughter, the 15-year-old, she came to me and said to me, Mom, I want to talk to you about my mental health. I was confused. Your mental health? Okay. She said, do you have a minute? I said, yes. Then she went on, you see, I think I'm a burden to you guys. I'm a problem in the family. I am this and I am that. And I told her, just calm down. Where are you getting this information from? Because whatever you're taking in, whatever you're getting it from, is what is making you think that way. Why are you thinking you're a burden to me? Did I say that? Did your dad say that? No, I'm just thinking. We need to be mindful of what we think. Because what you think, like I said, is what you will believe. It is what you will continue to say, and that is what you will have. Again, in accepting you, please be careful of the company that you keep. You have heard it times with a number. You are an average of the 5 people you relate regularly with. That's very key. I remember that as a little girl, something happened to me. I told the stories to my daughter, and thank God we have a little girl here too. When I was little and I was back home, I was born in Nigeria, let me say that. When I was a little girl and I was in school, it was elementary, no, it was high school. I had a friend, we were close. She was my best friend. We shared things together, we talked together, we had everything together. Back home in Nigeria, when you're in high school and you get into high school, you're allowed to have a school mother. I don't know, that does not happen here. But what the mother does is to take care of you in the school. I had a mother who loved me so much. My friend had a mother who loved her so much too. But something happened. One day she came up to me and said to me, do you know what? I have done away with my school mother. I don't like her. She is this, she is that, she is that. I don't want her again. And I want you to write to your school mother too. Tell her you don't want her. She didn't do anything to me. Why should I do that? No, you have to. We're friends. Let's do it together. And I decided, okay. I took paper, wrote to my school mother, and said to her, I don't like you. I don't want you as my school mother. I don't want you again. My school mother got this letter, looked at it, she was literally in tears. She called me. She had her friends all around. I was in the middle. Then they began to talk. What did she do to you? Why did you do this? Why did you do that? Do you know what surprised me the most? My friend's school mother was there, and she said something. Oh, my school daughter would never do that to me. I began to cry. Oh, I was that shocked. I started to cry. Because I never knew that she only pushed me. She didn't do it. Now, for me to tell that to you today is because it still hurts. When someone tells you do something, they never did. And that hurt me so much because I couldn't get my mother back. Fellow Toastmasters, you need to be careful of the company you keep. You need to be mindful of the people that surround you. It is very key and very important. I tell my daughters that because we have so many youngsters whose their lives have been destroyed because of the company they keep. Very important. Moving forward, I want you to remember this. Be grateful. Gratitude is powerful. Show gratitude. Be grateful. What you have, some people do not have it. I said something when I started. How many people want to be someone else? Have you ever thought about there are people who want to be you? Has that ever crossed your mind? No. There are people who want to be you. They may not tell you, yes, but deep within them they're thinking, if only I could have Max. Oh, if only I could just thank you like Mary. If only I could have beautiful hair like
Mary.
Lorraine. If only I could keep my figure like Lorraine. There are people who want to be you. You have to be grateful. Where you found yourself. I told my daughter, I said, where you are is not who you are. Your past does not define you. And you need to know if you found yourself here, be grateful. Because this is not where you're going to be forever. Learn to accept the now. Tomorrow will be better. Very key. Gratitude is important. Sometimes I wake up in the morning, I don't want to do anything. I'm angry with everyone. Yes. Why did you put that there? You shouldn't put it there. You should put it there. Why did you get that there? What did you get? My daughter's literally moved back. Something is wrong with her. Let her go. But when I go out, and I see people trying to survive, I look at myself and say, oh, Dorcas, why are you doing this to yourself? Learn to show gratitude. The job you have, someone is looking for. The car you drive, someone is looking for. The shoes you hate, someone wants to wear it. They hear you want it. Hey, you want a car? Someone loves it. Be grateful. I want also to remember, in accepting you, be patient with the patient process. There is a process. In becoming patient, you need to be patient with the patient process. When I stepped into 2020, I told myself, I don't want to bring out any New Year resolution. I don't need a resolution. I just want to do 3 things. And that I would always remember. I called it my BMW. BMW. It would be easy for me to remember that. I want to be a better believer. I want to be a better wife. And I want to be a better mother. That is how it is for me. So, for you, fellow Toastmasters, you need to be focused. Make up your mind. What do you want to do? A lot of us have a list of things you want to do. Oh, I want to do that. I want to do this. I want to. You have a lot. You have that, but you never do anything. Yes. You never do that. A lot of people come in here to Toastmasters. They want to change. They want to become a speaker. They want to become a leader. You don't see them again. Why? Because we have several leads, but we don't try as much as possible to make them little and achieve that little. You must be patient with the patient process. There is a process in being patient. For you to be patient, you must be patient with that process. I told you, I'm also a very difficult person. Yes, if you can remember some of my speeches. Right, I don't know if you can remember it. Yes, I can be very, yes.
Not you.
I can be very, I can be very difficult. If you remember a speech I told you, I called my daughters together, tell me 1, 2, 3 things about me. Yes, I can be very hard and difficult. But I told myself, you're not getting younger, Dorcas. I may look young. I'm 45, let me 46. Yes. I need to be patient with the patient process. Because before you know it, you're going to get older and older. Time is not waiting for anyone. So you have to be patient. Patience is a virtue that not everyone possesses. Not everybody possesses the virtue we call patience. And it is very powerful. If you can learn to be patient, even when it has to come to public speaking, you learn to be patient, you will grow and become a better speaker. If you learn to be patient with yourself, you will exceed your own imagination. Fellow Toastmasters, I'm still on it. Don't be afraid to fail. Failure is a pathway to success. Whether you believe it or not, failure is a pathway to success. A lot of time we stand here, we fail. Yes. But do not be afraid to fail. Because when you fail, you will learn. I never like to fail. I am someone, if I fail, I may not try again. And it took me a very long time to realize that failure will lead you to success. It took me a very long time. I hated failure from the bottom of my heart. But when I realized that even someone like Thomas Edison had to fail 1,000 times before he could get this up here, I knew that it doesn't matter how many times I fail, it will lead me to success. Fellow Toastmasters, do not be afraid to fail. Michael Jordan failed several times. There was a time he was on the basketball pitch, and his team members were waiting for him to give. This was the last opportunity to throw it in the basket. Everyone was looking, the crowd, everyone. But what did he do? Oh, he threw it out. But he didn't stop there. He went back and became a better person. You can go back and become a better you. Do not be afraid to fail, because in failure is success. Fellow Toastmasters, I would say to you again, look for the positive. Look for the positive. In every situation, there's something positive. No matter how ugly that situation may be. I remember, I didn't tell you, but I'm going back to when I was a little girl. I lost my mom when I was just 9, going to be 10. And that made me a little mother, because we were 6 and I was the first girl. If you're the first girl back home, you have the responsibility shouldered. Everything is transferred to you. I had to become a mother at the age of 9. So I really don't know what it is to be a little girl. Sometimes I'm bitter with my daughters, and I'm jealous of them because they have a mother who happens to be me. And I never had a mother like that. But look for the positive. I had to look for the positive in that situation. My dad never got married again because my mother was his true love. And for some people, that's it. I believe that my dad died the day my mother died, because he was not the same person anymore. Even though he died 32 years after that, he died the day she died. He was not the same anymore. But I have to look for the positive. I had times when I cried, when I wept, when I had to buy my underwear. I didn't know who to go to bed. But I had to see the positive. Even though I didn't have a mother, I learned to grow. And I learned to take my siblings to a level. Fellow Toastmasters, I have gotten to 18 minutes, which I thought I couldn't get to. Accept who you are. No matter what you look like, no matter how tall or how short you are, you have been created for a purpose. Go out there and become a better man. Thank you.
I think it's